Welcome to another fantastic episode of the Connecting Greeks podcast. I'm Ari, and I am happy to introduce my two esteemed co-hosts. Let me start with the lesser-known co-host, Foti Stamos. How are you, Foti?
I'm good in yourself.
I am very good, very good, very good, because I get to introduce the main man, the legend, how many things can I say about him? But Angelo, what's up, man? How
That
are you?
much. Hey, Adi, I appreciate it, Adi. Thank you. And Forty, good to have you back online, Forty. That's good. We always have
I had
fun,
an
right?
emergency. I had an
We
emergency.
always have fun.
We always have fun on Connecting Greeks podcast, and today's no different. Now, let me tell you something. Have you ever been mistaken for somebody? Has anybody
Oh,
ever come
oh
up and say,
yes.
"Hey, you look like my cousin Spiro,"
Right, right, yeah.
or "You look like"? I've been mistaken for Doug Ford, Premier of Ontario. I've been mistaken for Meatloaf. I've
I
mistaken Bruno, the plumber from Queens.
I've been mistaken for old money.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. But let me tell you about our guest today. Uh, Very interesting. Um, this man works for the Vancouver Transportation System
mhm.
in Canada, in Vancouver, great city. And I'm on a ship, and he comes up to me because we have mutual friends. He goes, "Hey man, how you doing?" I turned and like, what the fuck is George Michael doing here? And I mean, seriously, I'm staring at him. And he goes, "Yeah, it's Bill. I'm Bill, George Yukon's friend." So welcome to the show, Bill Pandazis.
Thank you. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to
Now,
Ari,
meet
Foti,
you.
and Angelo, nice to meet you all.
I know 40 not there looking at you. And I'm telling you, man, you're looking at him, Phtistos, George Michael, one of the most famous Greek Cypriot artists of all time. So
Yes.
he came up to me. So we were on the ship, we were on a princess ship, and he
Yeah.
came up to me and I'm looking at him and I just, what I get, and you probably get that a lot, Bill. I
Yes.
looked at you right away and I'm like, uh, George Michael, like just boom. Like, and then it was like, no, we were talking. And then later on, it was your sister-in-law who I was hanging out with. Uh, I think it was, she goes, Billy's going to do a set on deck. Guys, let me tell you, he gets up. Not only does he look like George Michael, fucking guy sounds like George Michael.
Wow.
They went nuts. Like, I mean, it was about maybe 1,000 people on deck. And you've never seen more, and I mean, women especially, but even everyone.
That's
But
awesome.
it's interesting to me, and we were talking, and I said, I was like, uh, George Michael, one of the most famous singers in our time, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I like the fact though that you do this, Bill, and I need to hear the story. Like when did you find out that you were looking like George? Because you do look like him. I mean, guys, I met him up close, and this isn't smoke and mirrors. This is a good look. You're a good looking man. You look like George
Thank you.
Michael. And I'm just like I'm saying this. What how tell us the story. I want to know how this happened because I think it's
How it all started?
yeah.
It started back in 2008 on the island of Santorini at
Okay.
Murphy's Bar.
Okay.
So
Okay,
it
Murphy's
was
Bar.
me, Carrie, and Petri. We walk into Murphy's Bar and we sit at the bar, and all of a sudden the DJ starts to play "Wake Me Up Before You Go Go." And I look over at the DJ and he's looking at us and he's waving. And then Petro from Australia, he goes, I think he thinks you're George Michael. I'm going to go up and talk to him. I'm going, no, no, just leave it. So he went up and talked to the DJ. And then Petra comes back with the microphone and he goes, Bill, you're going to sing. He thinks you're George Michael. I go, what? What am I going to sing? What am I singing? He goes, Careless Whisper. Yeah, you can do it. You can sing on top of the track. It'll be no problem. And I go, okay. So they kick everybody off the stage. I get up on stage and the track of Careless Whisper is going, and I'm kind of doing my moves, and people are screaming, and the horns are going off, and sparkles behind the bar are lit, and I'm mimicking singing on top of the track to Careless Whisper.
Wow.
And Petro's up front. He's got his arms crossed, being the bouncer, right? He's pretending to be the bouncer,
Right.
and people are just losing it. And I'm thinking to myself, I can't believe it, as I'm singing along to Careless Whisper. And then after the track is finished, I get off stage and people are coming up to me. Oh, it was so nice to meet you, George. Can I get your autograph? The bartender wanted to buy me drinks. I didn't want any drinks, so Petro's like, I'll take them. And then after that, we're taking pictures with everybody, and I thought to myself, man, this could be fun, being an impersonator. So we left the bar, and then people followed us out the Murphy's Bar and went up to this what was it, like Zacharoplastio. And they had like I think it was like a dessert place. And we sat down, we had like a galaptobiriko, and people were just kind of talking in Greek and saying, αυτός είναι καλός, είναι ωραίος. And I'm pretending I don't know Greek, right? Because George Michael doesn't really know Greek. So and then after that, we took some more pictures there, and that was it. And that's pretty much how it all started back in 2008 on the island of Santorini.
So it started.
And then,
you started Santorini, and now you get booked. You get booked for gigs and events.
Yes, yeah, and so basically, and then I come back home and back to Vancouver. And I heard about the Celebrity Impersonators Conventions. They have conventions for impersonators. I didn't know that. And sure enough, there was one in Las Vegas called the Real Awards, and another one in Florida called Sunburst Convention. So I started going to these conventions, and I met other impersonators, and I met other agents, and I got some professional pictures done.
Wow.
And then that, the rest is history, right? So and then I joined a band here in Vancouver, Louisa Marshall band. She does Tina Turner, and I was doing George Michael. And then what other band did I join? It was Famous Players. I also joined Famous Players, and I also drive the city bus for Vancouver. So that's my bread and butter pretty much. But doing the George Michael gig is kind of like it's on the side kind of.
That's
Now,
really cool.
when people come on the bus, do they give you a second look sometimes?
Actually, some of them do. Some of them do, and some of them want pictures, and I can't really take pictures while I'm driving the bus, right? So we'd have to get to the bus stop and go outside and take some snapshots, right?
So they think
it's pretty good.
George Michael's reincarnated as a bus driver for Vancouver transportation. And
Right?
Billy, I'll tell you this. I was watching you when you did your set on the ship.
Yeah.
I saw the response of people. And I don't think you're maybe 100% aware of it, but the way they resonated to you was unbelievable. And as a performer, I understand that element. And sometimes we don't know how we affect people.
Right.
Because you think you watch George Michael to this day, his videos are still up. His songs get played all the time on Spotify, on Apple, and everything. And I think people, what it is, and Isef Tistos, like you are a dead ringer for this guy. I mean, you really are. I mean, there's some people kind of look like A40, some kind of look. You're a dead ringer for him. Like, have you really got to look closely to see? And for me, I think for a lot of people, you're almost taking them back to a time in their life where they were happy, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they're happy, and especially women. And I mean, I know women are like, even though George Michael was openly homosexual, I don't think women gave it.
My sister refused to believe it till the last day because she was so in love with him.
And he was such an amazing artist. And and it's funny to me how it doesn't matter. But the thing that I loved about what you did, and you commanded it right there, the band, I saw the people's response. But what it did for me, what I saw is you allowed people to escape for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And I think that's the importance of any type of entertainment. And you
100%.
were able to do that. And when I told the guys, I said, I met this guy, Billy, on the ship, and we have mutual friends in Vancouver, met a long time ago. And when I saw you, and I'm like, we got to bring him on the podcast. Because to me, life is so short.
True.
And the fact that you're like, look, they think I'm George Michael, run with it. Let me have fun with it. And I
Yeah.
know you're enjoying it. And so tell me that part of it. Is it a good escape from you from your everyday life? I mean, is it something that you enjoy doing? Like, is it, how do you feel about that?
Well, I love performing. I love singing. Back when George Michael was alive, people thought I was George Michael, or has anybody told you you look like George Michael? Or they'd ask me to, come and sing at their wedding or their birthday party. And it's funny because, sometimes what happens is people want to fool their friends. So,
Right, right.
and that's a gimme, right? Um, I mean, there's one time I was in Las Vegas when George Michael was performing. He had a concert there, and I went down to a nightclub with a buddy of mine, Bob, and his he has a friend that runs a nightclub. So, anyways, he told him that George Michael's in town. I'm like, no, man, no, don't do that, right? He goes, yeah, yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be all fine. So we drive up in the limo and we get out of the limo with his family, and there's the manager there of this nightclub, and I thought, he's not going to believe that I'm George Michael, but he believed it. So Bob wanted to fool his friend, right? So we get into the hotel, and we walk into the pub area, the bar area, and there's a huge lineup, and so we're going into the club. And all of a sudden, we get to the front of the lineup, and there's like a big bouncer and another female bouncer, and everybody's got to show their ID. So when it was my turn to show my ID, I reached behind my pocket to pull out my ID, and I'm thinking, you know what, the gig's up, right? And I go to pull out my wallet, and then the bouncer stops me, and he goes, "It's okay, we know who you are."
That's
So I'm
awesome.
like, oh my God. Oh, okay. So, anyways, we're walking inside this club, and so we had VIP. So all of a sudden, as we're walking underneath, there's like another club inside this club. So we're going underneath, and the doors open, and all of a sudden, there's like smoke and loud music, and the strobe lights are going, and there's this red carpet. So we're going to the VIP area, right? And so as I'm walking with the manager there, and Bob and his family's behind me, I'm walking down, I'm looking around, and all of a sudden the music lowers, and the DJ goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have an all-time award winner, Mr. George Michael's in the house," and everybody's like, ah, screaming, right? And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna get in so much trouble, Bob, um, and I'm trying to go along with it, like I'm kind of waving and blowing. Girls are like blowing kisses, and I'm like, oh man. So, anyways, we walk to the VIP area and we sit down at the table, and then we got the waitresses coming with these big bottles of Grey Goose and sparkles on top. So they do like a little dance in front of us, right? And then the photographer comes over and he goes, George, would you mind getting a picture with us? For the nightclub. And I'm like, no, 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 it's okay. Maybe later, right? Because George Michael, like they believe that George Michael's, in Vegas because it shows like in 2 days.
Right.
So anyways, I go to Bob. You know what? I need to use the bathroom. We need to. If I go to the bathroom, I'm gonna get mobbed. He goes, don't worry, just hang on. A couple more minutes and we'll leave. So, anyways, 10 minutes go by, we leave, and we get followed out from this club into the another bathroom, but it's inside the hotel, and people are following me to the bathroom. So I come out and I take more pictures with more people, and sure enough, we left, and I'm thinking, oh man, I hope nothing comes out of this, right? I hope I don't get in trouble. But like I said, Bob wanted to fool his friend, and that was one of the experiences I had.
But it
It was a
worked.
pretty funny experience.
It worked.
It worked. It worked.
It worked, right?
All right, that's must be so much
But
fun.
but yeah, it wasn't my intention to fool anybody. Bob wanted to fool his friend that
Right.
is the manager of this club, right?
But
But
still, it's a
I get
blast, I
that a
bet.
lot. I get that a lot. They want to fool their friends or their cousins or their family or whatever, right? But I just go along with it.
That's so funny.
You.
That's one of my crazy stories.
I
It must
love
be so much fun, though. So much fun. I mean, it also gives you a lot of opportunities to be like a total sleazebag. So hopefully you're
it.
good.
Right?
I'd be like,
Kind of
I'd
like
like,
Ari.
George Michael is gay, but honey, you could change me, or some sort of sleazy move.
But I
Wow.
wish I would have met George as Yorgos Kyriakou Panayotou, which is his real Greek name.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Because we have a few things in common. Like, his dad's side is from Cyprus, Greece, right? My mother's side's from Greece.
Huh.
We both have hazel eyes.
Mm.
We're both Cancer zodiac signs, right? And yeah, I wish I would have met him in that aspect as Yorgos Kyriakou Panayotou,
Well,
right?
Now,
from
when
what
he
I
was
hear,
still, oh, sorry.
I was just saying, from what I hear, he was like a pretty decent guy and a humanitarian and a all-around good guy.
Philanthropos, yeah,
Mm.
Yeah, he
yeah,
was. But let me,
yeah.
do you think he ever knew? Because, a lot of times when people are impersonated or resembled, a lot of time the artists know who these people are. Is there a chance maybe that George Michael may have known that you were in existence up in Canada? Or
I don't know. I went to his concert here in Vancouver, and I was like fourth row from the front. And I don't know, did he see me out in the crowd? Before the concert started, um, it was uh, it was me and Durgam and some other people there. And all of a sudden, somebody saw me in the crowd, and before the concert started, obviously, the lights are on. And he turned me around and he goes, "Do you mind if I get a picture with you?" And I go, "Sure, let's take a picture." So I took a picture with this guy, and all of a sudden, somebody else wanted a picture, and then somebody else wanted a picture, and all of a sudden, there's like this massive lineup down the hall, down the aisle, and security came over and said, "You know what? This is not a good idea, right?" So they told me to, sit down, turn around, and face the front. And they told everybody to go back to their seats, and they said, "But before you do that, do you mind if we get a picture with you?" So security wanted a picture with me.
so he may have known you're at the four rows from the stage.
I
Oh,
don't
it's like
know. Did he see me? I don't know. Maybe that would have
I
been
did
nice.
a I did a gig, Billy, with a girl named Shania Twain. So
Oh,
she's a Shania Twain impersonator.
Did she look like her?
right.
I love Shania.
Absolutely a little taller.
Wow.
And I did a gig with her. I was for Forces Bases, and I have this obsession with Shania Twain, right? This is my
Mm.
Yeah.
little fantasy. And I'm looking at her, and all she said to me, "No, not you two, not you." I go, I said, and maybe it's a bit personal to ask, have you ever been propositioned? Oh, because I know, I mean, it's a good question because I've asked to be George Michael or, because people, guys, you gotta understand, people, the wall of what is dividing people from performers gets broken when people feel really comfortable. And
Mm.
I know that for a lot of like the Shania Twin, I just had this whole Shania Twain obsession, and she sang like her and looked like her. But then I
Right.
realized it's not her, but I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, for things like it's not her, but I didn't care. I like and that's for me,
Oh.
Athena, like great, Do you find does the line get blurred sometimes with you, Billy, with that?
Yeah, yeah. I just came back from Vegas, and I went to the Australian Bee Gees concert. And at one part of the concert, that you were allowed to dance in the corner. So I was dancing with a few people, some of our friends. And all of a sudden, these two girls in the front saw me, and they ran over, and they're like, "Oh my God, you look so much like George Michael. Can we get a picture with you?" And I go, "Sure," And then we met after. We talked after, and then she didn't care that I wasn't George Michael. She wanted me to sing, so I sang a few songs to her, and then as soon as I started singing, she started screaming. She's like, "Oh my God, this is so awesome!" So yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. You
Yeah.
know?
If we ever meet in person, my sister will do the exact same thing to you.
Yeah. Do you know what song is her favorite?
Oh gosh. I want to say
Call her
Kayla
right now.
Christopher, but she's such a big fan. She loves everything.
Get her on the line.
I mean, it was freedom, freedom. I want your sex, Anthony.
That, yeah.
I
And he
think
has
you were
so many
singing.
good songs.
I mean, his songs were, and look, my ex went to one of his concerts, and I've never been to George Michael live, but I heard the shows were fantastic. Like the guy puts
Yeah,
on
they were.
put on an amazing show, so you
He
can see
does,
where
yeah.
people want that memory.
Mm.
But so
Yeah.
let me ask you, Billy. So you're Greek Canadian, like me, like Greek American. Um, Tell us a bit about your family, like the background and where they're from in Greece a little bit, and how you're connected to it, because you could have been an impersonator who wasn't of Greek heritage. You just happen to hit both. But where's your
Exactly.
family from and stuff?
Well, my mom and dad are from, well, you guys know, you know where Kalamata is, obviously, in
Yeah.
Peloponnese. So if you go further down south, there's a place called Methoni.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
I
so,
know where that
yeah,
is.
Methoni with the Castro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my
Right.
mom's from there, and my dad's from a smaller village just outside of Methoni. It's like a 10-minute drive. It's called Evangelismos.
Oh, wow.
Evangelismos, good name.
That's where you should be, Angelo.
Evangelismos. So Methoni's close to Monavasia,
I said
right?
yes.
Monovacia. Monovacia, I think is on the other side, but
No, it's like a
yeah. You know where Costa Navarino is?
yeah.
Yes.
It's like an
Well,
hour
that's
drive.
okay. Right.
Who was it that just got that basketball player?
Danny Satanakambo.
Yeah, yeah. He got married last year, and I was there actually, not at the wedding, but I was in Methoni the day before. And had I known
Wow.
this, I would have crashed the wedding.
I
I would have
there you
seriously
go.
crashed the wedding.
would have been
And I would
awesome.
have said, "Hey, does he like George Michael? Does he want me to sing a song? You know?"
I'm singing a song.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm from East London.
from
That's
London.
awesome, dude. Oh, good. So
Yeah,
you
no,
go
can
to
we-
Greece a lot?
Sorry.
You go to Greece a lot, Bill?
Yes. Every second or third year, I try to go, pending on my work schedule. Right. So
Right.
if I can get the summer off, then I'll head. Usually, I like to go around in September.
Mm.
Best time to go to
It's
Greece.
not as hot and not as busy, right? But
Time to
yeah.
go.
So yeah. And actually, I just found out that that movie Audacity, Odysseus, Audacity.
Great.
Christopher
Yeah.
Nolan.
Yeah. They filmed it in Methoni.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's Matt Damon and all those guys are making it.
That's right. That's right.
He's from Boston.
That's right. Boston, that's right. Chris Nolan's. That's gonna be one of the most expensive
Yeah, that's
movies.
going to be a big one.
You're from Batman. There's a lot of big stars. They're shooting in Morocco, Spain, Italy, and Greece.
Wow.
Right.
And they're in
Yeah.
Methoni doing this too. So
In
that's
Methoni.
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So yeah, Methoni. Yeah. I was going to ask you, Angela, which part of the Greece are you from? Your parents?
Not far from you. I'm Sparti. So my dad's from a village called Daphne in Sparti. Not far. I'm gonna actually go to Kalamata next week when we go to Greece. We're gonna take a trip down. I got a friend who's got a restaurant there, and then we're gonna
Rocker.
gonna go to Sparti, then Thessaloniki, and then we're going to Armenia, and then we're going to Crete, and then
Nice.
Athens. So I'm doing a family vacay, Billy, which is gonna be good.
Nice.
So we're looking forward to that.
How
And,
long are you going for?
3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
going
3
for
weeks
3
is the minimum.
That's minimum. Yeah, I can't take
That's
more than 3
minimum.
weeks.
Yeah.
And I know I'm going to regret it when I get there. I'm going to be like, shit, I should stay for a longer time, right?
Right. Yeah.
Boy, if you can, right?
Now, have you been at a Vancouver Canucks game and have they started playing George Michael and showing on the big screen? I'm curious.
Yeah, actually, I got called to do a gig at the Vancouver Canucks game back in 2019 and also in 2022. And it was like an 80s theme.
Oh, cool.
So they wanted me to do like I guess 2 songs. It was the sing-along song, basically when it goes to commercial, and it's like 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I had to edit, like Faith from like 3-4 minutes down to 1.5 minutes. And it was really cool because I got there early when there's nobody in the arena, and I was doing a sound check, and I had my in-ears, and thank God I had my in-ears because I tried taking one of them out, and as I was singing, there was like a delay. So I'm like, no, I got to put this back in. Right?
Because of the big arena.
Oh yeah. And then I got sent to the green room, and they brought me refreshments and stuff. And then it was time to perform, and I went up on this balcony area, and there was the camera, the house camera. I had another 4 cameras set up, my GoPro, my Sony HD, and my 4K. So I recorded it, and it's on YouTube. And I performed in front of like 18,000 people.
Wow.
Was I nervous? I could barely see them. They were so far away, right? But it was quite the experience to perform in front of so many people. So they enjoyed my performance so much they called me back a couple of weeks later, and to perform Last Christmas. And that was also really, really good. So it was a lot of fun. And the guys at Rogers Arena are amazing. I mean, really, really nice. So I sang Last Christmas, and then back in 2022, I sang a medley of Freedom and Faith. And then again, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. I think that's the main song that they want me to sing when it's like when they go on like commercial break, right? Because everybody gets to sing along with that song. With it. Yeah. It's such a big song.
A fun fact, the original little short shorts that he wore, Foti owns those now.
Right?
Fun fact, Billy. We have a lot of fun facts on this podcast. Oh, these are great stories. Like you actually got to perform in front of like 18,000 people. I mean, it's you feel that energy, right? It's like you're God gave you the George Michael DNA.
So and at the right time. It's not even having the luck of having like the same look, but imagine he was born in the 1400s, mean nothing. So you have the look, but you're at the right time too.
And it's
right.
Right.
If you think about it.
Oh no, it was great. I had so much fun. I mean, was I nervous? Yeah, but you have to. I was concentrated on my vocals, on everything. But I enjoy it more watching it, on my big screen, like watching.
Yeah, but you can sing. I heard you can sing.
Yeah.
No, he can sing. It's not just lip sync. I heard you sing. It's not like you do it, but you're actually singing the songs, man.
Are you asking Billy to sing right now? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm not doing that. No, don't do that bullshit. That Greek bullshit. They do it to me all the time. Best kind of joke of that. No, wherever.
I heard you're funny, Angelo. Say something funny.
He just did what everybody does. Best kind of joke. What is he? Wreck the Monkey Boy? We're gonna make him dead. We have him as a guest. That is so.
I'm just saying.
Oreo Kalimnos fucking bullshit is what that is.
Blame it on Kalimnos all the time.
I don't mind. I can sing. I can sing a small verse. Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody's got a body like you, but I gotta think twice before I give my heart away. And I know all the games you play because I played them too.
Wow!
Awesome.
Aren't you happy I said that?
This is a time where everybody who's listening to the podcast needs to switch over to the video so you can see what's happening here.
Like funny. See, that's cool. You see,
awesome.
Billy decided to do it. That's when
Thank you, Billy.
Good.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go. That is awesome, dude. No, look, the guy can sing.
Yeah,
he's got the look. He's a great guy. He's a Greek Canadian, which gives him a notch above also, because Greeks in Canada. We're nice people. Even though we're at war with America, we're at war with America now, but it's okay.
All right.
We'll work it out. Greek Americans or Greek Canadians have one out: Greek passports.
That's it.
So hey Billy, if it all goes to shit between Canada and US, doesn't matter. We can all be
We'll
pals.
meet you in
And
Kalamata.
Kalimno and Methoni and wherever we go. And I'm going to go to Kalimno because I heard it's nice. But that's the thing. Well, look, Billy, it's been great having you on our podcast today. It was refreshing. You're a great talent. You are a great talent. You are.
Thank you, Aglo. So nice to meet you.
No, for sure. And we're going to put your, I believe it's gottabegeorgemichael.com.
Yeah, actually, I
Website?
don't know if you can see my card.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, can you see it?
Yeah. I mean, we'll put the information in anyway in the notes too.
Yeah.
put it
So I have the
gottabegeorgemichael.com.
5 o'clock shadow here, right?
That's perfect.
That's the one you gave me. I got it right there.
So when I
That's
do
awesome.
gigs, either I have the 5 o'clock shadow or the goatee look, right?
Right,
So
right.
either or.
That's
Depends on the
awesome.
client what they want.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well,
Guys,
guys,
what do you think, guys? It was fun.
this was really fun because
There's a lot of fun, Billy. Thanks for coming on the
You
podcast.
gotta come back,
Thanks for the
Billy. You gotta come
song.
back. You gotta
Thank
come
you
back.
for having me. Thank you
For
for having
sure,
me. It was a
buddy.
And
pleasure.
you do have like an aura about you beyond like just being an impersonator, but you seem like, just like a kind of like
Chill.
a guy you could like talk to and like,
Hang out.
that's just like a good representation. So that's really
Yes.
cool. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I really
thank you.
appreciate that.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Billy. We appreciate you. We appreciate what you do and for being with us on the show. Thank you, Angela, as always. Forty, as always. Thanks, everybody out there, for watching and listening. Check out Billy's information in the show notes. Go to his website. If you can go to a show, do it. Support everything that the Greeks do. And we'll see you all next time. Thank you, everybody.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
sir.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.